In a response to escalating attacks by Houthis on commercial vessels, the United States and United Kingdom carried out fresh strikes against Houthi targets in Yemen. These strikes followed a coordinated attack on approximately 30 Houthi locations. The subsequent attacks targeted a radar site used by the Houthis and were notably more limited in nature. Australia, Bahrain and Netherlands, Canada and in fact Australia also supported the two countries. So this of course is the latest that we are learning at this point of time. My colleague is going to be joining us very shortly to give us more on this, but of course US and UK have carried out launched in fact strikes at the Houthis, so of course, and we're also learning that Canada, Australia, Bahrain and other countries were in support of this retaliation. This of course comes after a slew of strikes and attacks that took place in the Red Sea areas. Of course, this is the latest that we are tracking for all our viewers at this point of time. My colleague is going to be joining us very shortly to give us more on this, but for now this is the latest news that is coming in. My colleague Roshali Kadam in fact joins us on the broadcast to give us more on this. Roshali, over to you.
We have seen that last few days how after almost 30 Houthis location was hit by US, and now the fresh strike also carried by US in Yemen. So certainly, as we have seen that this is the update which is taking place according to the Lieutenant General. We are learning that the Houthis had fired at least one anti-ship, and post that this attack made from the US end in the Red Sea. This is the latest update which is coming out. They are claiming that it's a response after escalating attacks by the Houthi rebels on the commercial vessels that we have witnessed in last few days, which has been increasing. After which the United States has carried out this fresh strike against the Houthi and targets in the Yemen, particularly in the Yemen region. As per the US officials, and these strike followed in a coordinated attack on the approximately 30 Houthis location in just to few days, and we have seen that as the number of attack commercial vessels have been increasing, this was the time to actually carry out something action against that, and post which the United States has carried out now the fresh strike. We have seen that how US reacted after these vessels have been attacked by the Houthis rebels, and now the fresh attack has been carried out by the US.
Right, absolutely, Roshali. With that, I'd like to thank you for joining us on the broadcast and sharing those details with our viewers. Meanwhile, Major Mohammad Ali Shah, defense expert, joins us on the broadcast. Good morning, sir, and thank you so much for speaking to us on NewsX. Now, of course, the Houthi rebels, of course, they did a lot of attacks in the Red Sea, and now, of course, the US and UK are retaliating. Airstrikes have been launched. What do you make of this development? In your assessment, how is this going to pan out?
Okay, now the very fact is that, when US, along with UK, Canada, and other countries, they all got together and they launched attacks on Houthis on Red Sea, because their terror was reigning on the Red Sea. In fact, they had openly declared, the Houthis, who are in support of the Hamas, that anyone who would be siding with Israel, they are going to be attacking them. Now, when such a thing had happened and many countries had to divert their shipments, they could not have to use the Red Sea at all. So it was indeed a matter of great worry. Now, they launched an attack on Houthis, and after that, they launched a fresh attack. Now, I will quote Lieutenant General Douglas Sims, too, who is the director of the Joint Staff of Houthis. Of the Joint Staff, he said the Houthis had fired at least one anti-ballistic missile towards a commercial vessel earlier on Friday. And then they reacted because the Houthis were actually becoming a pain. I mean, everywhere, if they say, okay, we support Hamas, the Houthis is one side, and on the other side, from Lebanon, Hezbollah comes in. So where will the government, the forces go? They will go on carrying out their attacks. Now, in order to prevent the Houthis from firing into international trade lanes in the Red Sea, the US and UK attacked 28 different Houthi locations. Now, on Thursday, they had attacked these 28 different locations. Now, the Bahrain, Netherlands, Canada, Australia also supported the two countries, that America and UK. Then, also the United States launched its most recent strike on its initiative. The US had vowed to take further military action.
For more such videos, subscribe to the NewsX YouTube channel, hit the bell icon.